What's up, guys? Coach Blair here. And, oftentimes you guys see me post before and after pictures. You'll hear me talk about different people that, I work with at the gym and things like that. But thought occurred to me, man, a lot of you guys don't know my story. And sometimes people think that, I guess I'm like not human or something like that. People that don't know me. So I just want to take you guys on a little trip down memory lane to kind of share a little bit more about me. And just so you guys can understand how I'm able to relate to people so well, when it comes to this whole diet and fitness thing. And one of the things that really makes me successful. So I got engaged in September of 2014. And when I got engaged, my wife, she wanted to gain some weight. I know you're thinking like, want to gain weight? Yeah, she wanted to gain some weight. She was actually at one of her adult lows. She was dealing with some stuff prior to us getting together. So she wants to gain some weight, for the wedding. And, me being the awesome guy that I am, I gained some sympathy pounds with her. All right. So at that time, when we got engaged, I think I was about 235 or something like that, and that's a little bit heavier than I like to be, but I was about 235. So, okay. Fast forward to May of 2015 when we got married, I'm 250, right? So not only did she gain some weight, I gained some weight right along with her. All right. So we get pregnant later on in that year, and a lot of you guys kind of know that story there. My daughter was born in 2016, May of 2016. She was born 3 months early. She spent, like the first couple months in the NICU, and man, we're going back and forth. My first Father's Day is in the NICU. We're back and forth at the, at the NICU every day, like just up there with her for hours. My wife literally stopped working. Matter of fact, my wife water broke. She was in a hospital. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 weeks before we even had the baby. They put her on like complete bed rest. So my life was like just a whirlwind. Now, surprisingly, through that, I didn't gain much more weight, but I didn't lose any either. So time this thing is all said and done, I think I topped off at like 265 or something like that, right? And it's just not a good look. So this was in me of July of 2014. So this is before I got engaged. We were on vacation before I got engaged, before the whole whirlwind things, all that good stuff right there. So, hey, wasn't doing too bad if I say so myself. This here is a picture of me and my niece. This is probably about, I'm going to say 6 weeks after the last picture that I showed you. So this is now August of 2014. And in the shirt, I don't look too bad, but that vacation right there, I picked up some pounds on that vacation that I went on in July. And, my wife was already, at that time, she wasn't my wife, of course, but she was already in the process of trying to gain some weight. So the sympathy pounds were already starting to come along with that. This is literally like 6 weeks after the July trip. This is still August, right? And I just showed you the last picture of August, with my niece had my shirt on. And I always tell people, man, there's a huge difference, especially my guys. And women probably experience this too, but there's a huge difference between shirt on and shirt off pictures. Like it's not even close, And so here, I'm not bad, but I'm definitely carrying more body fat than, than I should be carrying. I'm going to show you what I mean. So why am I telling you guys all that? Basically, man, I just want you guys to be able to see my human side and understand that it ain't all roses for me. Like, I just don't wake up a certain way and, and people like, it's easy for you and stuff like that. Like I tell you, like I go through the same struggles as everybody else. So, I'm going to keep taking you down down memory lane. So let's fast forward to, so I got married and, like I said, in May of 2015, by this point I'm up to like 250. Or something like that. And it's like, it's really starting to show in my face. Here's the day that I got, married, and man, like you can really kind of, see it around the face. I got my sister, my niece with me, kind of blocking some of that out. So, but you guys get the idea. So here I am right after the birth of my daughter at a whopping 260 pounds. I think I was like 259 and some change. So this is May 2016 right here, man. And this is just not a good look. And I knew things were spiraling out of control, but my life was in such disarray at that particular time, man, that honestly, I mean, even me knowing everything that I know and all the knowledge that I have, I really felt like, man, that there was nothing that I could do. I mean, my daughter's born now at this part, and through the pregnancy, we went through a lot of stuff. And, if you want to see that story, there's a whole another video on Facebook for you guys. You can watch that story if you've never seen it. But we went through a lot of stuff. So, man, and so, like everybody else, life kind of got in the way. My workouts kind of took a back seat. It's clear that my diet took a back seat. I'm just kind of eating whatever just to kind of function and kind of keep going. And, this is the end result of doing that, of not taking care of yourself. So this picture right here, and you guys know I love the camel shorts, right? This picture right here, this is me, and this is towards the end of October of 2016. So my daughter's she's home now, and things are kind of getting settled down. My wife went back to work, like a month prior to that or whatever, and so I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm looking at myself like this. And first of all, I gotta respect myself for taking pictures now, looking back, man, like. And I gotta respect my wife for taking these pictures of me. I think Lawrence at the gym took some. I mean, like that takes guts, man, to be able to take pictures, like that. And this is one of the things that I always encourage people to do. Like if I didn't take these pictures, I wouldn't be able to share this story with you guys right now, telling you guys telling you guys about my journey. But I sucked it up, I did it because. Each time I took these pictures, man, I was trying to get started, right? But it was a little tough getting out the starting gates, with life, like I say, kind of getting in the way or whatever. But this was the straw that broke the camel's back. By this point, everything was settled down. My clothes aren't fitting the way that they want to fit. And even though these look like this, those look like the same shorts, they're not. They're bigger size. I just like the camel shorts. So. So through the perseverance, I got things started. So that's kind of, for those of you who don't know, we use the InBody body composition scanner at my gym. And if you look here, well, let's look here, on August 8th, 2016, I was at a whopping 259.1. And then today I'm at 216 and a half. So that's a good chunk of weight, right? And so just to break it down a little bit further, lean body mass is pretty much the same. Lean body mass is everything that's not fat. So pretty much the same. I, held on to that. Body water hasn't changed too much. So you can see the other numbers haven't really changed too much, with the exception of fat. My fat mass, went from 78.6 down to 37.5. Skeletal muscle, that's the stuff that you control through working out. So lost a little bit, only about half a pound. I think it was down a little bit more, but I actually was able to build some back. So a lot of people know that you can, lose and gain fat, but a lot of people forget that you can also lose and gain muscle. So people freak out, they can, even at my gym, my skeletal muscle, why am I losing skeletal muscle? It's like you're on a diet, like you can get it back. My skeletal muscle might have went down to maybe 99 at one point or something like that. So it's, it's coming back up, and I mean, it's, it's sitting around 102.5. Then, we come down here to the BMI chart, and I don't do a lot with BMI, but just to kind of give you here, that's obese, right? I'm obese. I own a gym. I'm considered obese. Here, I'm still considered overweight, technically, right? At 216 and a half, they still have me overweight. Like to get down to here, I got to be like 200 pounds. So I had to lose like another 16 and a half pounds just to kind of get to the quote unquote normal range. So I'm not telling you to discount BMI. It does have some merit, but it's body fat percentage is probably a much better gauge. So you can see my body fat here was at 30.3 and now it's at 17.3. So one of the things that we teach our clients with the InBody scan is that you want this to form a D. So you can see here, this is forming a C. So you can see how it forms a C right there, right? That means that your skeletal muscle is down by comparison to your weight and your body fat. You want it to form a D. So this is a D. Like if I drew a line straight down here, and because that now comes out more. So now my skeletal muscle exceeds my weight and my body fat mass. And that's what you're looking for. Sometimes you'll see people at an eye that's like a crossroad, like it just might come straight down. You know, body fat could be right here, skeletal muscles right here, and weight, skeletal muscles right here, and then body fat mass is up here. You know, we call that indecision time. I mean, you know, it's like, hey, which way are you going? You know, like you can tip the scale in either direction. You could end up becoming a C, or you could push it a little bit and end up becoming a D. So that was kind of that right there. Let me see, what was that date I'm looking for? 10/26. So 10/26 was right before Halloween. Man, was when I really decided that, all right, it's time. You know. It's time to it's time to get this thing moving. And you can see I already lost a couple pounds between, you know, August and then not really trying. But you know, so you can see things are, you know, not as bad. You know, skeletal muscles kind of up there, lean body mass is pretty much the same. Body fat's 29.9, you know, BMI is 32.9. But this is massive, you know what I mean, you know, since October, and it's just a grind. You know, it's just one of them things, man, that day in and day out, you know, I mean, I'm tracking my macros. I know what it is I need to do, you know, and I mean, mind you, I had to do this through the holidays, you know, cause I got started right before Thanksgiving. Halloween. So there was no Halloween candy, you know, Thanksgiving, you know, took the day off of Thanksgiving. I think I took a week off during Christmas, you know, Christmas break. Took that week off until January, and then, you know, then you got Valentine's in February. My wife's birthday is in April. You know, we did a couple trips. I can't remember them all. I know we went to Paris. I've been to Orlando, been to Texas a couple of times. So, you know, when you add all those things in, you know, what I realize is outside of my element, I tend to not do as well. But hey, I'm able to buckle back down when I got back home, and, you know, I mean, and kind of keep it moving. And, you know, here's the end result of that. So this is the end result, man, of all the hard work that you guys have seen, you know, since like the end of October or something like that. So like I tell you, this picture here, I remember correctly, this was somewhere around Halloween or something like that of last year, you know, 2016. And this was, you know, I took this probably a couple of weeks ago or whatever in the gym, just kind of messing around and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm still rocking the camel shorts, but hey, these are different camel shorts here, right? You can tell by these are definitely new. I love the camel shorts, man. I don't know what, I love them, you know, but these are definitely a lot smaller, and I got a belt on, right, to kind of hold them up or I'll lose them. These here, I think these pants here, they were like 40s. Now my pants here are 34, and they're like, if I don't wear a belt, they'll fall off me. But hey, man, like, so I just wanted to show you guys this just to kind of let you guys know that, listen, I'm human too, and I understand. I go through the same things that you guys go through. And I think really that's what makes me so successful, because I'm able to relate to you. You know, there's a lot of coaches out here that have just always been in shape. You know, they've never been on the other side, or maybe they got themselves out of shape on purpose, you know, so they could kind of try to relate to their clients and things like that. But that's completely different, because if you're doing it on purpose, like, you know, it's not really emotionally driven or something like that. Like if you have like emotions involved because life got in the way and things like that, and, you know, and the end result of that, of life getting in the way, and it kind of, you know, just kind of messes you up or something like that, then that's a completely, you know what I mean, that's a completely different ball game. So just kind of wrapping it up. So like I was saying, if life got in the way, you know, like it did with me, man, that's a completely different ball game than getting yourself out of shape on purpose. Because most people are not doing this intentionally. Let's just be honest, right? Most people, man, you know, life gets in the way. Things happen. All of a sudden, you look up one day, you look in the mirror, and, you know, you were like me, and you're like, man, I don't like how I'm looking, you know. And so what happens is most people don't really know what to do. They don't know what to turn. They're trying all kind of diets. They're trying all types of different things, and none of those things are none of those things are working, but they keep trying, and it's really unfortunate, what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I've been there. So because I've been there, I know how to take people from there, to where they want to get to. Now, is it easy? Absolutely not. No, it's not easy. Yes, you're going to have to be very patient. Yes, you're going to have to put in the work, but it just becomes a lifestyle. And one of the things that I like to teach people is that, hey, how can we make this fit into your life? Like, hey, I'm not looking for rapid fat loss here. That's not what I was looking for. I wasn't looking to, to try to do 20 pounds in 6 weeks, 8 weeks or anything like that. I was looking for something that I could just incorporate into my life almost effortlessly. Right. And, people that watch me, you would, if you didn't know me, you didn't talk to me, you wouldn't have really known what was going on. People would see me and they would kind of look like, you look different, and I had people ask me that I cut my hair, like ain't no hair. Did you cut your hair? Like something looks different. They couldn't, it took them a little while before they could figure out that you're losing weight, and that's just kind of how it is, and like even when I was gaining weight, like no one ever like said anything, and for some reason, ethically it's wrong to say something to somebody for some reason when they're gaining weight. Like you need friends, man, to give you a reality check, to look you in the face and say, hey, listen, you need to get yourself together. You're going to end up on your deathbed. I wish I would have had somebody, say those things to me. Even my wife was like, I would say stuff to her and she'd be like, I love you regardless. Yeah, she's saying the stuff she's supposed to say, right? But that doesn't really, and a lot of wives and husbands are like that. But man, that doesn't help people. I'm just going to be honest. Like that doesn't help people, but I guess you got to know who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a very sensitive person and if you say, well, yeah, you have picked up a couple and they're going to freak out, or they like have a form of eating disorder or something like that, then yeah, you got to be careful with your words. But if you're not dealing with a person that's sensitive, I'm definitely not sensitive. Like I'm the type of person that you can just tell me like, yo, bro, you picking up a couple pounds or something like that. And I'm like, really? And even if I know it, but every now and then you need that reality check or something like that. So, most of you guys know I have my, we do our 6-week challenges at the gym, but I also do my private coaching program. Because let's just be honest, the 6-week challenge is not for everybody. The 6-week challenge is, to me, it's not a lifestyle challenge. It's a rapid results challenge. And then after that, you got to figure out how to make a lifestyle. My coaching program is that I'm trying to teach them how to make it a lifestyle right from the beginning, but understand that it takes time and it takes commitment, and you gotta be committed to the cause. And I think they say that commitment is, staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it in has left you, so, hey man, this is my story, and like, this is, like, I'm just looking at these pictures and things like that, man. This is tough to share. This is me putting myself out there, just letting you guys know that, that, man, I'm human. I bleed just like you bleed. I put my pants on just like you put your pants on in the morning. I get the same cravings for the same foods that you guys get. I get it. I understand your struggles. And, if you ever need somebody to talk to, or you need a coach, man, that's been through those things that you're going through right now, reach out to me. Info 3dfitnesstraining.com. That's my email right there. You can always call the gym 215-552-8118. And man, I'd love to help you if I can get you in my schedule. My schedule's pretty busy, but if I can, I'll get you on the waiting list and we'll get you in there when we can.